All right, let's face it. Today, there are more wellness centers than there ever has been, and they're popping up every single day. So that means that there is a bit more competition when it comes to getting somebody into your facility and keeping them there. So in my Core 4 framework, which is 1, attract, 2, automate, 3, convert, 4, retain, we're going to focus on right now attracting people into your facility. There are so many ways that you can get your brand out there, get your local wellness center out there into the market where people understand and know what you do. But there are a couple of ways that I think are foundational if you are going to really truly scale and be able to take your operation to a place where you're not day over day just drowning in manual labor and manual tasks. And so that is, I think, running local Google ads and local Meta ads is some of the most powerful marketing that you can do. You can target demographics very specifically, which is huge once you understand who your client and avatar really is. Once you know who are they, what's their lifestyle like, what are they doing or what are they involved in the community. Once you understand all of these things, you can hyper niche down and really target them in your ads, which is going to be super powerful. Even in your organic content, you can start to tailor everything to these folks, And so that's really important to understand because not a lot of wellness centers do that. A lot of wellness centers that I see, they just kind of post random things of, stock images of the modalities that they offer or random videos that just don't really look very professional inside of their facility. And I think that everybody here, this is a challenge to you if you are a wellness center owner, GM, that we can push it here. We can do a little bit better. Even some videos through the iPhone, if they're just shot in the right way, 3-second, 4-second clips at a time, some kind of trendy music, doesn't even have to be anything crazy, doesn't have to be explicit content, vocals, none of that, right? It can be really clean, modern. It can have that nice luxury feel depending on your center, and that's where you have to know what is the brand identity of your center. That's what people are going to be attracted to, right? And so you play up those themes, right? For example, there's a local spot here close to me called Beach Wellness. Play up the beach theme 100%, play kind of beachy music on your page, relaxing ocean waves, zen music, massage type music, right? Because you're playing up that image. There's also a local center here near me called Vitality Wellness Center. Just a bit of a different demographic, right? They've kind of started by going after the younger demographic, the biohack community, right? And so in that case, I would tell them I'd probably lean into a little bit more of the trendy kind of electronic upbeat music because you're trying to get that kind of younger audience that might go to a festival that, would spend the money to come into your center, but also might go to a festival because they're kind of young, traveling, and they're just in that whole sphere, right? And so I think those are what you really need to know and understand when you're building out the attraction phase of your business, because then you're really going to know who you're going after, who you're targeting. And so with that, in the social space, when you're doing organic content, that's why you need to know your avatar so you can gauge and then create content that's going to engage that person, right? So you need to know which platform you're using as well, because on Instagram, TikTok, the ages actually started to skew up, right? There's more 40 plus, 45 plus people on that platform than there ever has been. And so I think that's something you have to understand. TikTok is not just for 18-year-old kids anymore, and it's not just people dancing to songs. There's real ads on there that work. There's real businesses that can put your business on there and really see a high conversion rate. And so just things to understand, things to know. And if you ever have any questions, you can book in my Calendly link here on YouTube. You can click the link and book a free 30-minute audit of your wellness center. I'd be happy to walk you through what I see from a high level. I'll ask you some great questions and we'll really kind of get into the nitty and gritty, and I'll just offer as much value as I can to you and what you're trying to build. And I can give you a little bit more on my offer and kind of what I'm doing to help wellness centers really be able to scale if you want to take it to multiple locations, or if you want to go into multiple states, you want to get into a franchise model, whatever you want to do, I can help you kind of lay the foundation in your first, second, or third facility, wherever you're at. Then we can help you to take that so you can get the blueprint to scale it up or whatever you want to do with it. So I'd love to talk to you more. Again, this is David Cook from We Market Wellness, and I'll catch you on the next video.